Mahirap mag-umpisa. You know very well, medyo emotional tayo, kaya I'll try my best. Okay? To my fellow justices of the Supreme Court, Justice Rory and Justice Sinting who are here. Yeah. My colleagues in the judiciary, at saka mga minamahal kong manggagawa ng Korte Suprema at ng buong Hudikatura, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. It is with a distinct mix of gratitude and melancholy that I stand before you today. After more than a year of not having observed the traditional Monday morning flag raising ceremony with all of you, as was our routine before our lives were unceremoniously upended a little over a year ago by the pandemic we are still embroiled in. I get to be with you again as we honor and pay our respects to our national flag and our national anthem. I have but vague recollections of the last time we were gathered here in the Supreme Court courtyard for our then usual flag raising ceremony. What I am certain of is that I did not have the faintest idea then that the next time we would be gathered for this purpose would be now in my last week as Chief Justice. While this occasion is indeed a bittersweet one for me, to be able to address all of you this morning for what is in all likelihood will be the last time as Chief Justice. In a few days, I will be retiring from the Supreme Court after working for the past half a century, 34 years of which were spent serving the judiciary. While I look forward to a slower pace of life with my family, my wife, Honorable Justice Fernanda Lampas Peralta of the Court of Appeals, my only daughter, Dorothy, my twin sons, Timothy John and John Christopher, and our youngest, John Isaac, and my 96-year-old mama, Catalina Madarang Peralta, I cannot help but feel a tinge of sadness as I will be leaving the realm of public service and my beloved Supreme Court, which has been my second home for the past 12 years. To say that the past year had been a difficult one is beyond an underestimate. In both the personal and professional aspects of our lives, we all have had to deal with the numerous repercussions of this global health crisis we are still facing. I and my fellow justices of the Supreme Court had the unenviable task of drawing up COVID-19 related policies and measures for implementation in the courts nationwide, not only for the safety and welfare of the judiciary's 29,000 strong employees, but for those of all court users as well. To this end, I can say with confidence that we, the members and officials of the Supreme Court, have done everything within our authority to address all judicial concerns and protect everyone's well-being to the best of our abilities. We have proven that with our determination and willingness to adopt innovations, this pandemic is not and will never be an obstacle in the fulfillment of our own duties as public servants. We have all led and live by example. During my first flag ceremony as Chief Justice, I presented to you my 10-point program for the judiciary. I gave you my word back then that the welfare of the court employees and the access to justice of the general public would always be the focus of my plans for the judiciary. I am pleased to say that in spite of the pandemic, almost all of the items in my 10 program have come into fruition. Under my helm, the Supreme Court has formulated and approved 18 procedural rules and guidelines meant to improve the administration of justice and address the problem of clogged court dockets. We have restructured and streamlined the plantilla of various offices, divisions, and services of the court so as to guarantee security of tenure for the employees and to improve our processes. We have established the Judiciary Public Assistance Section or JPAS to promptly receive and act on concerns, issues, suggestions, and other relevant matters, including complaints against employees. We have also fully organized the Judiciary Integrity Board, represented by Justice Cadre here, to further prevent and curb corruption in the judiciary. Additionally, we have made it our advocacy to promote the importance of mental health awareness and alternative sources of livelihood among our officials and employees through the conduct by the Supreme Court Ladies Circle of various health and training seminars led by my wife, the President of the Supreme Court Ladies Circle. These are but some of the long-term aspects of the 10-point program which were realized through our steadfast commitment to judicial reforms. In addition to these procedural and institutional reforms, the past year saw the Supreme Court addressing the various concerns and issues related with the tasks of judicial administration that were necessitated by the COVID-19 pandemic. We thus issued administrative circulars adopting measures to protect the safety and health of the court employees and court users, such as the daily court operations with skeleton staffing, restricting entry into halls of justices to only those with official business, reinforcing physical distancing within court premises, the constant sanitation of court premises and monitoring of the health of our court personnel, the restructuring of various face-to-face training programs and activities of the court into hybrid or blended learning platforms, and the conduct of online trials and hearings in all the courts. Ito ay patunay lamang na sa gitna ng pagsubok na idinulot ng pandemyang itong ating hinaharap, ang inyong kaligtasan at kapakanan ang naasa aming isip, kayo ay hindi pinabayaan ng Korte Suprema. Tama ba? Thank you. With my impending retirement, I wish to extend my deepest gratitude to all of you for the unwavering trust and support you have given me throughout my career in government service. I have had the privilege of knowing and working with you at various stages of my career in government service, be it from the time I was still a prosecutor, a trial judge, an associate justice, and then presiding justice of the Sandigan Bayan, and as associate justice of the Supreme Court, and ultimately as Chief Justice. And so, as I prepare to formally leave the halls of this court, I wish to thank my colleagues, the Honorable Justices of the Supreme Court, retired and incumbent, with whom I have worked well in many areas of administration and adjudication. I have learned a lot from you, from our deliberations, our committee works, and our day-to-day discourse, and I sincerely look forward to working with you again in the future. I will forever remember the fond memories I have of working for you and with all of you. While I prepare to hang my judicial robe, this is definitely not the end of us seeing each other. Rest assured that I will still make myself available to the Supreme Court if I am and when the time comes that my assistance is needed. For now, though, I bid you farewell and wish you all of the best of health and circumstances. I thank you for your encouragement, and I thank you for the honor of letting me lead you Maraming salamat po, mga minamahal kong kasama. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat, and may God has blessed all. Mabuhay ang Supreme Court, ang judiciary, mabuhay lahat ng employees ng Supreme Court at judiciary. Salamat po.